This.
How's your wife doing, James?
We're doing good. We're just chilling
Cool.
in Manchester,
Ah,
All right, here we go. In very waterlogged. If everyone has seen the videos of Tennessee after it's rained for the past 4 months, it's probably not the best idea.
probably not.
Turned out great.
What was that? Bonnaroo, right?
Yeah.
No. Oh, it was
Yes.
Bonnaroo. Okay.
It was.
It stinks.
Welcome to Red Hat Review. Um, we watched a movie the other night, a Netflix movie. It's called Tin and Tina, and that song was on there. It's actually a pretty good movie, very disturbing movie.
This
That's
thing that you just showed us looks like it came from like the bowels of Menudo's toilet bowls, 1982.
Yeah. Well, if you no, no, saw the no, no. It
Ooh.
wasn't. That wasn't not nearly gay enough for
Oh,
Menudo.
listen, I think Ricky Martin was the only one that came out. I think the rest of them are not. So
Listen, listen. You don't spend that long time in Menudo and come out straight, honey.
you go, girl. Anyway,
Yeah. Welcome to Rat Salad Review. Hey James, long Hi. time no see. Hi. Yes. Yes. I decided to make my wonderful entrance back into this wonderful program, and we're all wearing band shirts, which is great. Yeah, that's cool.
yes.
And you're wearing a tractor. What's that store?
Tractor Supply Company.
Tractor Supply
It's
Company.
also like the closest place I could get dog food at my house.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's like just down the street.
Very cool. Yeah, we have two of those here, I think. I don't go there though.
Well, we don't have a farm. We also don't live near farms.
There's plenty of
Well,
farms out here.
yeah, where Wayne lives is farms.
Yeah.
Where I
Yeah.
live is like the hybrid urban suburban. So
Yeah. It's all city up there. That's once you pass like
once
the
you pass New Jersey, it's all city.
yeah, it's all city exactly, and then you hit Canada.
Oh my
Not
god. Funny
not
story.
true.
Today was wacky hair day at my daughter's school.
Mm.
So like I'm seeing photos of like what her friends are doing. They're doing unicorn horns on their hair. So I just gave my daughter the Jersey girl hairstyle. So it was a side ponytail. Like
Throwback.
that's as weird enough for me as it'll get. So I'm not that talented, as you could tell.
I mean, enough. Your band Severed Angel to say that, but no.
None of us are from Jersey. One of us is from Pennsylvania.
That's close enough. I know. I was there. I've seen it. I've been there before.
Well, I'm glad you came out the other way alive.
Well, I mean, I was just there like literally 2 weeks. The last week I was there for 2 weeks doing fun in the sun, military
Gotcha.
stuff. It's good times.
Mm.
All right, good times. So didn't really know what to do today, and I thought of this idea because we really don't do a lot of new music, and I said let's talk about some of the new released singles by some bands that we like.
Okay.
And I had my usual type bands that James don't like, and then
It's not that I don't like them. It's just that you say it so much that it almost has the cease and desist attachment.
yeah, and then you added some songs on here, and
I didn't add anything. I just partook.
you didn't know we were doing this until about like an hour ago. So
Sorry, but I did get to listen to all the tracks though.
you
So
listened to all. Okay, you did. All right, you had time.
of
Um,
course. I mean, I gave it an hour to mess with before I cut it off.
yeah, you did. I guess nobody else is joining us. All right, so we can start.
Well, no, Manny's gallivanting around, and
Manny's at the bar.
I mean, yeah, I was gonna. It's the same difference. Are we past the 2 minute mark?
I think so. Yeah, that song was like 3 minutes. Yeah.
All right, cool. Manny, stop sticking your dick in every hole that you find. Okay, there.
I mean, he's in Tampa, so that's yeah. I've seen it.
Even more reason. Abstinence, Manny. Abstinence. Think of what the Lord Jesus Christ would say.
He doesn't keep it. He doesn't keep enough separation for God inside. All right.
Remember, Anthony Quinn had a kid at 80. All right. That's all I'm saying.
Watch your language. My father's watching.
Anthony Quinn did have a kid at 80. I wasn't lying about that.
Yeah. Talking about what you said to Manny.
Someone's got to say it. That boy is a walking weapon of mass destruction.
Yeah. Should we talk about his? No, I'm not going to talk about that.
He's Iran on legs. Anyways, who said that?
Oh. And Stan.
Sorry, I should have said Iraq. The Iron Sheik would have approved that. Anyways.
Yes. Fucking bullshit. Stan's not feeling well, and Greg is still recovering from his thing. So wish both of them
recovery,
well.
boys.
Yep. Yes. But let's get on with the show. What do you want to do first? Do you want to do your stuff first, or you want to just do randomly, or
yeah, you know what? You're the one who came up with this, so this is your plan.
All right, let's just do random. Let's start off with the Alice Cooper Wild Ones.
Surprised you did not pick Halloween first.
I am shocked.
Save the best for last.
Is that what
so we say?
Yeah, no. But Alice Cooper, he's got a new album coming out. I can't see what the hell it's called. It's called The Revenge of Alice Cooper, and this is coming out, I believe, July 25th, right?
Yes, July 25th.
And they released the first single, Black Mamba, and now they have another single, Wild Ones. This one's a little bit more rock and roll-ish, you know. It doesn't sound too much like classic Alice Cooper, but it's still a good song. I like it. You know, I don't hear classic Alice Cooper on this.
I remember first hearing it on like XM a couple weeks ago, and it was like, I'm like, that's Alice Cooper. I was like, wow, Nina. I was like saying, like, the whole Nina Strauss really rubbed off on actually making him changes the way he plays, or actually like does the songs. So I was actually pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, it's good. What do you think about it, Lou?
I respectfully disagree that it doesn't hold up with his classic stuff.
No, I didn't say it didn't hold up.
I didn't say that. I just
I don't think
with what Wayne said.
No, I didn't say it didn't hold up. I just said it doesn't remind me of old Alice Cooper. It's good.
Oh, see, it did remind me of older Alice Cooper, and I welcomed it. I thought it was really good. I wasn't sure what to expect, only because I think the last time they did something together was Welcome to My Nightmare 2. And
that train song, and that wasn't that good either.
It kind of missed the mark of that one, but I think this more than makes up for that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
There's just something missing. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just.
Well, you're missing a key ingredient.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah.
You know, you're missing one of the founding members, Michael Bruce, correct?
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to say cocaine, but you know.
Well, maybe.
Okay, 2 of the founding members. Well, okay, 3 of the founding members. You forgot Budweiser in there too. But I think it was Michael Bruce that passed away, or it's not Glenn Buxton, is it? Or is it Glenn Buxton?
This is terrible. We should know this.
Where's Manny when you need him?
Where's Manny when we need him? Oh, I forgot. He's gallivanting in a bar somewhere. He's yelling at us. He's yelling at us from afar.
Guys, I'm not doing what you think I am. Oh, yes, there's a girl there. Excuse me. Wait a minute. Oh, Stan!
Stan has joined us.
I can't believe I just went that high.
Glenn Buxton is the one who passed away.
Okay, well, good. At least we passed the time and you found out who the dead guy is. It is Glenn Buxton.
Yeah. Who's the dead guy? Sorry, Michael Bruce, you're still alive.
Yeah, sorry you're alive, Michael Bruce. I mean, what
the who else? Somebody else said they were dead today. But it proved
they're not dead yet. They're feeling much better.
No, somebody posted something about Hulk Hogan. I guess he was getting some neck surgery, and then I think Bubba the Love Sponge.
Bubba the Love Sponge did it, yeah.
And he was saying that something happened with his heart or whatever, and he's not going to make it.
He's probably lying about that too.
Yeah. I mean, I'm about to say, like, you know, is he going to do like the whole thing, like, you know, where he was the first to slam Andre, even though there's mass video evidence that he was not.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He almost played bass for Metallica.
Undertaker broke his neck.
He knows that
didn't even hit the ring, the mat.
You know the greatest thing about Metallica bassist is, you know, Les Claypool actually tried out for Metallica, and that, like, can you imagine what that would have sounded like?
No, I don't wanna. I can't.
I mean, I just saw Les Claypool play at 62. It was freaking amazing.
He's good doing his stuff, but not Metallica.
It's like James said, he's too good.
Or was that Lars?
Good evening, Tommy. Thanks for joining the chat here. And good evening, Stan. We were just talking about the Wild Ones single from Alice Cooper. What do you think?
I like it. I actually like both of those songs that they came out with. I don't like the any of the the latest Alice Cooper stuff, but this stuff I like. It seems very, like they're tapping into that really old school sound and stuff. So it's really cool actually. It really fits. It really it sounds like real Alice Cooper, like true Alice Cooper to me.
Yeah.
Like the stuff that the stuff that actually made him a household name, like like Billion Dollar Babies, Welcome to My Nightmare. I mean, I know I haven't heard the whole album.
A different
I know
band,
I know I'm like kind of jumping ahead here, but it those two songs sound really promising.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
So I think that album's going to be pretty good. So I've been waiting for that.
Yeah. Well, remember, Welcome to My Nightmare was the album he released after the Alice Cooper band broke up. So.
Oh, okay. Got it.
And the last one that they did together wasn't really that good.
Well, just one track off Welcome to, right?
No, I'm talking about before the Welcome to My Nightmare, the album after Billion Dollar Babies. My God. This is terrible.
You know I'm not good at this stuff, so I don't know why you're going.
I never admitted to being a hardcore Alice
Muscle
Cooper
of
fan.
Love. Thank you.
It just sounds like 70s Alice Cooper. It just sounds like
it's got that sound.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I like, Yeah.
And without the cocaine and Budweiser.
And Glenn Buxton.
Yeah.
Not Michael Bruce.
Not Michael Bruce.
All right, let's jump ahead. Let's go to one of James' picks. Let's do Till Lindemann. I'm pronouncing that correctly, right?
Till Lindemann.
Till Lindemann, whatever.
The lead singer of Rammstein. Just say
Rammstein.
That dude's a head case, man. I don't know.
I mean, you have to go through Soviet swimming program and you come out normal.
He's a grade A fuckboy.
He's what you get when you cross the Terminator with cruising.
Yacht rock Terminator.
No, not that cruising. I meant the Al Pacino.
Oh, that one. Oh, my bad. My bad.
I love Rammstein. I saw them live a couple of times. They put on the most amazing show. And Till's a fantastic singer, and his contributions to Rammstein are great. But the solo stuff, it just kind of loses me. I don't know. I don't know. It's just not memorable to me.
I don't know. It reminded me a lot of when he did that stuff with Apocalyptica. When he did, Heroes with like the David Bowie song. Like it felt more like that than it did his other stuff.
That sounded better than this.
I felt it was similar.
I never heard that. I'll have to check it out. But I was expecting this to sound like Rammstein. I mean, it does because of his voice, but the music's a little different.
Yeah,
Rammstein kind of does the same things over and over again. They have that sound. This is a little bit different, and it was okay. I'm not a fan of Rammstein though.
No.
You have other favorite German bands? Is what you're saying?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of better German bands out there. Ones that speak English.
Oh, there's the breaking point. Now we find it.
Yeah, no. If they can't speak English, I can't listen to them.
Really, I can't listen to some of the ones that speak English,
dude. The shit that Rammstein writes about, you probably don't even want them to
you probably
sing in English.
I mean, look, Big and Tittin' is one of the best songs they ever made. All right, it's just about big breasts.
Yes, I like that one.
This single, it's okay. I don't think I'm gonna seek out the rest of the album that goes along with this, but
I like what he did with the Peter from Hypocrisy.
Emily Sweden gets a love on this show either.
Okay. Yes. Those were good albums.
I mean, geez, my ancestry cries a little bit hearing that.
I'm sorry, but I always had a hard time like trying to pronounce his name. But anyway,
Todd Gren.
Todd Gren. Okay.
Think Todd Rundgren without the run.
Yeah.
Okay. So those two albums that he did were great. But this stuff like is just I don't know who's he working with. It just sounds it's not really I don't know. It just seems to lose me. Like there's nothing. I don't need. Like I listened to the single like 3 times and I don't remember it anymore.
Mhm.
You know
It
what I mean?
happens a lot too.
It
A lot of
happens.
music I listen to, especially new stuff, because so many new things just sound too much alike of of other bands or other songs. It's
Yeah, modern production. Like everybody's
Yeah.
recording from a laptop, and they're
yes,
all using the same plugins. They're
same
all using
plugin.
the same software and shit. And it's kind of redundant. It's annoying. Dude, I was on Spotify earlier today, and I was checking out the all new metal
Oh
releases,
God.
whatever. Every fucking thing sounds the same. The same production,
Yeah.
the same drums, the same
Yeah.
fucking
It's all tuned the
plug.
same.
I'm like, what is this shit? Like, it's like
Mhm.
I don't get it. And then there's this other band that I was that popped on, President, that's capitalizing on the sleep token thing.
Oh yeah, yeah,
It's
Yeah.
just and it's
And
all
it's not doing it, and it's not the same.
it's not, of course not, but it just doesn't sound what's the word, like authentic to me.
Or organic.
Or organic. Yeah,
Yeah.
it just sounds like we're just trying to ride this wave rather than
Yeah. We're trying to do what's ever popular.
write something from the heart. It's but that's
Well,
just my
because
opinion.
remember, when you're in the music industry, you don't write what's from the heart. You write what's going to sell records, and you sound like what's
But
going to
when
sell
you're in a
records.
metal band, it's supposed to be the other way around, Lou.
You would think, but not if you're on a label like Sumerian or maybe Nuclear Blast or Century Media. Sure, I'll give them credit because they've been around a long time and they actually sign artists that they believe in. But if you're a grifting record label like a Roadrunner, yeah, I said it. You're gonna sign whatever's gonna sell you records because it's like any private equity firm, you sign what profits.
Yep.
But nevertheless, it's not so much as the songwriting. It's just the production. Everything just got samey. Like all these like producers are just like learning from one guy in Sweden or something, like how to do everything. It's just I don't know. It's
Again, what's with Sweden? What did they do to you?
Yeah,
I'm
man.
sorry.
What did Johan do to you?
It's the I don't want to name anything, but
But this happens though. This
it's
this is this isn't
Yeah,
nothing new.
This is
You know.
cyclical in the music
yeah,
industry.
you're blaming IKEA and they're wonderful and
but
exciting,
it's just that all
meatballs.
right. I get it. Like even back in the day, stuff like this happened. Yeah, sure. But I think because of like, how
I don't
everybody,
think the quality of songs are as good.
they're not.
No,
But it just makes it even worse when the production is just
it's
like
right.
so mechanical or something. Like
Yeah.
it just doesn't sound like you're using real instruments or something
Right.
anymore.
Yeah, I will meet you on that because I have such a problem with compression, modern compression in modern production. It's like I can't tell which band is which.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's a big problem that I noticed.
This Lindman single, it just it's the same shit. Like I don't understand. Like, is he working with the same producer who did like 50 other bands like that sound
Yes.
just like this? It's just I don't know.
Well, I
Probably.
mean, I will agree with you. Rammstein is one of the best live bands I've ever seen. I've seen them twice.
Yeah,
Once at Jones Beach and once at MetLife Stadium, and they were amazing both times. Better the second time than the first time, and I thought the first time was unforgettable.
they make the girls show their boobies.
Don't recall that. I was too busy making sure that my niece was not looking at the
Oh,
camera
okay,
when they did that.
right, of course.
um, but but I like the single, but to me, it sounds like what happens when you cross Rammstein with the Birthday Massacre. It
What is with
almost
you in the
sounded.
birthday massacre?
I know every show, right?
Every show you mention the birthday massacre.
It's like with Alice Cooper with Manny, and
That's not true. That's one of the many
You at
bands.
Halloween. It's Lou with the
yeah.
with the
It's one of the
Birthday Massacre. Nobody's ever heard of either.
Yeah,
we have to
here's
talk
the
about
thing.
this band at one
Wayne,
point.
here's the thing. I know more than just Alice Cooper. So I'll throw Periphery in your direction, or I'll throw the Birthday Massacre in your direction, or
Enough
I'll
about
throw
Marigold. Okay,
Yeah.
enough about Marigold.
I fart in
Marigold's
your
a great
general
song.
direction.
Oh yeah, well your mother was a hamster and your father smelled of elderberry, and you will take what I like and you will listen to it and you will acknowledge that it's good. Damn it!
Acknowledge him. Throw them ones up.
Oh, God. All right.
But it had more of a. Where do we go?
The agent of chaos has arrived and has derailed. I feel great.
It reminds me of Duran Duran. Wayne, there is that what you want me to say?
Duran.
I got total glimpses of planet Earth from this track, but I liked it. I mean, it was just more poppier than Rammstein.
It's a poppier Rammstein. I would agree.
That's exactly what it is. But I liked it. For what it's worth, I liked it.
Okay. Speaking of things sound the same, this band Sun Eater.
Severed Angel. What?
This band Sun Eater. Never heard of this band until James mentioned to check this out. Harikari Suicide.
Oh, I didn't hear this one.
I think that was kind of a double, but hey, whatever.
Yeah, what the hell? I didn't realize that. I lasted about 2 minutes. I had to shut this off.
I knew I got this. I was like this is for me and Lou only. You know?
I like things that are annoying, but this was like really annoying. This annoyed me.
I didn't listen to it.
Oh no.
Give me a second, I'll give you my opinion. Here, I'll mute myself so
you only need a second.
All right.
I mean, it comes out pretty strong. I mean, this is as metalcore as you can get. It punches you in the face with it.
I think I would have rather been punched in the face than have to listen to that whole entire song.
Give me a minute.
But I mean, for me, I just thought it was something different because, like, I mean, Wayne, no offense, but a lot of the songs you put up there that we're going to get to, I mean, there are a lot of shocking high pitched singing with a riff. So I did that. Hold on one second. My wife's yelling.
But what did you think of this, Stan? Did you listen to this song?
I did not. No, I didn't get a chance
to it. All right. Well, it's really just a bunch of screaming and yelling. And
I like it.
Forget it. I can't listen to that shit. Listen. If it has no melody, it's not music.
There is no melody.
Where did James go?
His wife is yelling at him. Or he fell off the cliff. I don't know.
Wow. I didn't hate it. I mean, I've heard worse.
You listened to it for 2 seconds.
I thought it was quite catchy. But I mean, it's just chugga chugga riffs. Let's face it. It's nothing groundbreaking or earth shattering. I mean, what have they done differently than other bands like Emure or Suicide Silence have done before them?
Yeah.
Except I could actually hear this on like a trailer or a pay-per-view for Game Changer Wrestling for like one of their deathmatch tournaments.
Yeah, that's perfect example. That's where I can see something like that song used as something like a theme song to wrestling or even in a video game, whatever. But to sit there and listen to an album full of that stuff, no. I
didn't ask you to do that. I asked you to listen to the one song.
No, I did. But did you hear what Lou mentioned?
No, I heard Chugga Chugga riffs and Game Changer Wrestling.
I'm saying it's a song that I could hear in like a trailer or like during like an intermission for like a deathmatch tournament. But I liked it. But I'm like, is it anything revolutionary? No, they're not doing anything differently than what Emure or Suicide Silence have done before it. There I go, Wayne. I named 2 other bands other than the Birthday Massacre, you prick.
I've heard
It was just something. I did the Great Monty Python, now something completely different.
Yeah, that was different.
It does something.
I mean, for what it is, I would like to hear more of it. I mean, the chugga chuggas don't bother me.
Chugga chugga shouldn't bother you.
I mean, it's the same. It's the same thing. Wayne doesn't like the chugga chugga and the.
I love chugga chugga.
It's okay. You don't like the angry, gravelly voices.
I love the
stuff that
I love those type of voices.
No, you don't.
Yes,
No, I don't.
yes,
Wait,
there are some bands that I do like
lying
that.
sack
But
of
they
shit.
have to have melody, and that band, there is no melody.
Okay, so I mean, I'm just gonna chalk this up of you don't like it just like I don't like Iron Maiden's intros.
Yeah,
But I don't think that Sun Eater purposely meant for this to be melodic. It's
No.
specifically it's
they just do what they do.
It's strictly a rhythmic track.
Yeah.
And if you try to say anything otherwise,
to
quote John McLaughlin,
yeah.
To quote John McLaughlin, wrong. There. Okay.
Jesus Christ. Okay, let's bring like any more 1990s SNL skits.
Hey, Dana Carvey, man. Dana Carvey. He's relevant still. Unlike the Red Jumpsuit Apparatus, one hit song in 2006.
Do you feel like a man when you picture down?
Oh my God. How that guy got himself back in a freaking the wellspring of information. Oy.
You're the one who did this to yourself, okay?
I know. I'm sorry I mentioned the name.
Just like a Howard Curry suicide would be when you bring this on yourself.
I'm gonna go commit Harry Carey now. Anyway, no, just kidding. That's it's okay. I mean, like I said, game changer wrestling worthy stuff.
Yeah. Paradise Lost, Silence Like the Grave. They have a new album coming out as well. This is the first single. And if you heard of Paradise Lost, this is very typical Paradise Lost. But it's very good typical Paradise Lost. Like there isn't any bad Paradise Lost songs. To me, I'm a huge Paradise Lost fan. And
so you're okay with the Host album?
Oh, I forgot about that album. That album doesn't exist.
They've already apologized for the Host album on plenty of occasions.
I totally forgot about that album.
It's a boot pride. It's a boot honor.
But this band, like they do the growling, they do the melodic vocals. He actually switches up his vocals a lot. On a couple albums, he just I don't even know what the hell you would call it. I don't know. He does like a growling thing. He's got like a rough type vocal, normal thing.
A harsh vocal. He's got a more melodic
vocal. Yeah, he does a lot of different stuff. So, but anyway, it sounds awesome. The drums sound really good. The guitar sound awesome, and it's a really great track. I'm really excited to hear this album. I really want to hear it. I think it's going to be a good one. And I think that actually the drummer, I think that's on this track, I think he's not even in the band anymore, unfortunately. They're like Spinal Tap. Every album they find a new drummer.
Yeah, new drummer magically perishes. Got it.
Very weird. So what do you guys think of this track?
I liked it. It wasn't remarkable, but it was all right.
Yeah, it's nothing mind blowing. It's not like, oh my God, it's a new sound, but
it's the first time I ever heard of the band. So I mean, I'll admit it, I've never heard of them. So this is a good little intro to them. They were good. It was a good song.
So you liked your first listening of a Paradise Lost song? You like it?
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
So you'll check out.
I thought it was a different change. I was like, wow, Wayne actually likes this.
Yeah. Actually, check out the I don't know, is the last album? I think the last album is Medusa. Check that one out because there's a lot more growling vocals, and actually all the songs have growling vocals on them. So you'll like that one.
I love Paradise Lost. Again, Draconian Times, one of my all-time favorite albums. Very important to me in my formative years. I'm happy Severed Angel did a cover of the opening track, Enchanted. To me, that album is special. I liked this song. But it's so odd when you have an album that you hold up to a certain standard, a certain pedestal. So like, I'll hold Draconian Times up here. This song was good, but it didn't make the mark of, like, let's say Enchantment or Hallowed Land or Shades of God. You know what I mean? Like, but it's not to say that it's a bad song. It's a Paradise Lost. It's a Paradise Lost song, so it's quality. So it's a good track.
It fits in more with their newer stuff than it does with that album, Draconian.
Yeah, and like I have to listen to more of their new stuff so I get some context. But I'm just going by what I think is their best album. So, but yeah, I'll give the other stuff a listen.
Bruce Dickinson is, I don't know if he's re-releasing like a couple of his albums or just this one, Balls to Picasso. It's going to be called More Balls to Picasso, and he reimagined the whole entire album. All the songs have all these new extra sounds in them and remixed and all that stuff. So
when the hell did he have the time to do that?
I have no idea. But the first single that he released is Gods of War. And there's all these like tribal sounds and extra drums and these wood instruments, all these different things in there. And it's not on the original song. And I like the original song, and I like this version. And I like to hear what he's going to do with the other ones. And apparently, shoot the clowns is like horns, which I don't want to hear. That song's going to suck. But this song, I think it's good. I think the reimagining that he did on here is really cool. It's something interesting. I'm definitely going to buy it. I'm going to definitely check it out because I do like this album to begin with.
It's much heavier
Yeah.
than the previous one, the original one. So I really like it. And for some reason, I mean, I know it's the same performance, but Bruce sounds fantastic here. Like they must have done some tweaking to his voice.
I think he
too.
said that I think I read an interview that he did go back and like change a couple things. I don't know if it was vocally or not, but I know the guy who mixed the last album, which shocks me, he did this.
Yeah, because the previous album sounded like the music was good, but it just sounded like like shit. But yeah, I really like this. I'm actually kind of curious if he's gonna, reimagine Chemical Wedding and stuff. Actually, I don't think he would.
I don't want him to.
He always had a problem with Boss Picasso because he said that it was originally supposed to be much heavier. But for whatever reason that didn't happen. So I think it's strictly just gonna be this album. That's it. So, but it needed it though, because it's a pretty significant improvement over the original. I actually prefer it. So
yeah. It took me a second to get used to the extra sounds, but it's cool. I like it. What do you guys think?
James, you first.
I mean, for me, I've made it very publicly known that I'm not the biggest Maiden fan. So, anything I was like, oh, hey, it sounded a little bit like Maiden, but it was less annoying in my world.
Those are fighting words, man.
Dude,
his solo stuff is nothing like Maiden.
I'm not a Maiden fan. I've made this very when I had to sit through all those albums, I made it very clear that I'm not a Maiden fan. But it was more tolerable than the sins I have. What is the best way to put it? I have gone in great length in explaining why I don't like Iron Maiden. It was good. I mean, it was a good song. I think it sounded great. I think the remastering and everything made it sound good. I don't know exactly what he did differently because I haven't heard the first one. So just going straight off of first listen, it wasn't offensive.
Yeah, I like the shift in the newer version. It's definitely a lot heavier. Looking forward to what he does with the rest of the album. And as much as I think that the production on Balsa Picasso was okay at best, I still liked a lot of the songs off it, like Cyclops and Laughing in the Hiding Bush, and of course Change of Heart.
Dragon?
Yes, Here's the Dragon. So I'm hoping that whatever he does for those songs is as good. And it better be, Bruce.
I'm sure. If it's good as this one, I'm sure it's good. Hello, Catman. Catman has joined the chat.
Catman.
Where else are we gonna go? Let's do this one. Scars on Broadway. I actually do like Scars on Broadway. I like what do you call it? System of a Down.
Let me listen. I'll be back.
You didn't listen to it?
I mean, I thought
it was on the list.
I was surprised that it sounded a lot like the first album. The way everything sounded like. Of course, I like System. I'm the same thing. I'm a huge David Markarian fan. I like System of a Down. I like Serj Tankian's solo projects. So, I mean, for me, it was a good classic rock, with the political message. I mean, it's a System of a Down song.
Yeah. I pretty much agree with you. I just wish it was a little bit more catchier. It's not my favorite one I've heard.
They do a lot more catchy stuff on Scars on Broadway, don't they?
Yes, they do. And this isn't one of them, but it's not a bad song. I got to listen to it again because I only listened to it once. But I did like it, and I'll have to try it again. And then this is what, their third album now?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah. What do you think about Stan?
I did not listen.
You didn't listen.
I am not a System of a Down fan. And I just didn't get the time to actually listen to the Scars on Broadway. So
No worries.
yeah.
I mean, I did throw them in there pretty late. I was honestly, I was on the Google machine. I tried to do these earlier, but it was at work. It's more difficult to communicate with you guys.
Yeah, I mean, besides like, Wayne likes to ask what we're doing on the fucking day that we're supposed to be doing the show.
I tried
I
to do
mean,
it
you're
yesterday.
the
I've
podcast
been
host,
under the
bro.
weather, right, bro? Like you. You're under the weather now. I was
Yeah.
under the weather for like 2 days. Okay.
You do this
I'm
shit like
just
every fucking week, bro.
I know. I had diverticulitis,
Oh,
so did
They
Brock
removed
Lesnar.
the
He became UFC champion.
yeah, they removed the foot of my intestines. All right. You still
You
got
have
all yours,
20.
okay?
Yeah, you have 22 left.
What do you think, Lou?
Pass.
You didn't like it.
No. And then again, I never heard anything from Scars of Broadway. After
Really?
hearing this track, I'm glad I didn't.
You're not a fan of System of a Down?
No, I love System of a Down. That's the thing. But
I'm shocked because
you like Surge's singing, not Davin's.
you mean Darren's?
Darren's, yeah.
No, it's not even that. I don't know.
It's a little bland. It's more bland than I was.
It is bland.
Yeah.
That's my problem with it. I mean, like, look, when I first heard the first SOAD album back when it came out, and when Toxicity came out, it was such a big deal. But like, I could see why it was a big deal because the tracks on that album were, amazing, and I thought they couldn't have done better than the first album. I even like Steal This album. That's got like a bunch of throwaway tracks that got leaked to, online downloading communities. And of course, you have Mesmerized and Hypnotized, which have some of their best material. And, I saw them live in 2006. They pulled off every song live perfectly. This was just, I don't know. I don't ever want to be the guy that says that a band or an artist overstays their welcome. But when too long of a time lapse between your last output and your most recent one exists with that far of a gap.
This is his third album.
Since when was his last
When was
album?
the last one? It wasn't that long ago.
It had to have been in the early 2010s.
No.
It didn't hit me. The way some of the other stuff, and Darren is a great songwriter.
2018.
But, okay, 7 years.
Every 10 years. His first album was 2008.
Yeah.
And the other one 2018. Listen to 2025.
I
think you need to listen to the first one. The first one's actually really good.
Yeah, there's some good songs on there. I mean, They Say is really repetitive, but it's more non-System of a Down sounding.
Definitely, yes.
All right, I'll give them a listen as well. As well as the Later Day Paradise Lost stuff. But I mean, hopefully the rest of the album is better. In my opinion, whoever here likes it, good. I'm glad you did. So
yeah, it's all right. It's not like the best. It's not the best. Sabaton. I didn't know which song was the new one, so I just did Hordes of Khan and Templars.
I think Hordes of Khan is the newer one. Templars was the first one out from the new album, but I mean, both of them are just I enjoy when Sabaton goes away from Western civilization history and starts expanding their knowledge base.
Yeah, yep. But you wouldn't know because the music still sounds the same, just different lyrics.
I mean, it's they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing,
and that's their shtick, and they're good at doing it, and they're good songs. They're catchy. That's all I want. I just want catchy songs, and they do it. They do it very well. And I like his voice. I can't think of his name.
Johan,
Joachim or something.
Joachim, yeah, Joachim.
It's very unique. Not too many people had that kind of voice that he has, and it's just
especially when English is not his first language.
Yeah. And it's just good. It fits with the music, and I like it a lot. I just wish that they could venture out and maybe try something new at some point. But
hey, they're doing Eastern history now, okay? That is them branching out.
What do you guys think?
Go ahead.
I don't know how this band, you know, got away for so long with writing the same shit over and over,
And got
over
as
and
big as it
over.
did.
Listen, I listened to both of these fucking songs. I don't know. It sounds exactly the same as all the other singles.
Yeah, it
It's
does.
the same fucking song.
It really is.
It's just this guy's voice doesn't even exceed 1 octave, bro. There's always like some stupid ass like
That's it. That's it.
choir.
You're not allowed to lie in Stockholm ever.
Dude, I'm sorry, man. Like, dude, I'm insulting Sweden on tonight, and just I know it, but
You bring the Swede jumps
I
back on here, and it's fuck Sweden time. Got it.
I bring shame to Sweden, but no, or yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so
June is Swedish Pride Month on Red Salad Review.
all right, so it's just the you know what shocks me? One of the things that shocks me the most is when people say that they learn history by listening to Sabaton songs. I'm like, there's nothing. How are you learning history? The lyrics are horrible.
They're facts. They're actually factually correct.
Yeah. How they been?
I'm sure they're factually correct as far as Sabaton is concerned, but they just the way they're written is just not. How are you learning from that? It's like Steve Harris writes historical lyrics really well, in my opinion. But musically though, it's just the biggest sin is just writing the same song over and over,
It's
over
worked.
and over.
It's worked for AC/DC, and it's going to work
But
for
AC/DC
Sabaton.
wrote hits, bro.
Well,
AC/DC wrote
Sabaton's
hits.
fairly big. So.
I mean,
Sabaton,
Great War was a big hit for them.
Yeah.
So was 82nd all the way.
listen, good for them. It's just not for me. Like I first discovered them when they were when I think Primo Victoria was still like the new album. So that was a long time ago, and I really like that song.
It's a good song,
but
every song since then has sounded exactly like that.
Yeah,
song.
and since then it's just been the
very
same
similar
sort of
riffs,
thing.
yeah.
It's just like like it's like
dun dun.
Are we gonna get copyright stricken right now?
It's just I don't know, man. It's the same shit over and over.
I think the thing for me about Sabaton is that it gives, so for the history nerd in me, it gives you a nice little overview, 10,000-foot overview of the historical events that as someone who you can dive deeper into and explain what they're talking about. I think that's where like I know there's a college that actually does a historical history through Sabaton program, which I mean they explain, like, hey,
it's a legitimate thing.
Yes.
Oh shit.
I forget which university it is. I'll Google this shit, but yeah, it's a legitimate thing that like there's obviously YouTube pages. There's multiple YouTube channels that talk about the behind the song, the proper history behind the song. Like a lot of people didn't know the Battle of Austerlitz before, the Rise of the Dead Men came out.
I think they do it better. I think they tell the stories better when because they when through their music videos, because they definitely like invest a lot into the videos.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
So they do a good job with that, but it's just I don't know. I just never really liked the lyrics as much or the music. So there's some songs like Coat of Arms.
Yeah.
Coat of Arms is a cool tune. But it's just and I like I like some of the songs from that album they did about the Swedish king. What was that?
Oh yeah, Charles is Lion of the North.
Line from that's the name of the album?
No, that's from
I don't remember.
Although I listened to the English version, I didn't listen to the Swedish version.
Is that Carolus Rex, maybe?
Carolus Rex, yeah, that's it. Yeah, but after that, I tuned out. I don't know. They kind
I
of
get
like
it. I get it. It's just too repetitive.
yeah.
But I still like them. They're still good.
It is from Callus Rex.
Mhm.
What about Lou?
Okay, so I think the only other Sabaton song that I ever heard was Great War, which I enjoyed it, and I think I actually heard that on James's recommendation. As far as these two songs, what was the Hordes of what? What was the
Hordes
first one?
of
Hordes of Khan.
I prefer that one to the other one. I like the way that song started up. Um, it's
Horrors of Khan.
it's definitely something that I would entertain the idea of listening to the rest of their material. I enjoyed it. The second one, not so much, but hey, even some of my favorite bands have hit or miss songs on albums of theirs I love. Um, as far as the comparison to Iron Maiden and their retelling of historical events, well, Steve Harris also has a very bad habit of writing songs based on famous literature. So, how original can he be? I mean,
Yeah.
great musician,
He,
great
he
songwriter,
he
but
uses
definitely,
he uses a lot more metaphors, I think, in his writing than Sabaton. Sabaton's a lot more just
and
literal. This is the history. This is the song is the history.
and he also uses a
Whereas,
lot more
yeah,
established IPs to write his material, but that's neither here nor there.
Tale
I
for the
mean,
Ancient Sea Mariner says hi.
well, that and so does Comic Lachlan Sting from the original film of Dune. Anyway, all right, that was a pity laugh, Wayne. Thanks for nothing.
Yeah.
Continue.
Frank Herbert's gonna
Halloween.
sue you.
Halloween. This is Tokyo. Their new album coming out in August.
Why did it
Hot
take
take.
so long? Why did it take so long to get to Halloween? That should have been the first fucking song,
I was
bro.
gonna save it for last because save the best for last. But
I mean, actually, you know what, yeah, Wayne, you're gonna be shocked to hear this. I actually like the song. I was like, wow, this is actually like because we've had to listen to a lot of Halloween. This doesn't sound like I feel like this is a little bit more of a different Halloween than the other albums have been. I just the other songs
that's
I've had to listen
interesting.
to that you've made me listen to. I obviously don't go out listening to Halloween like you do. I'm not the Halloween connoisseur that you are.
Yeah,
Hoarder is another word we can
yeah,
put
that's
there.
another word. But I'm surprised because of this song is not getting a lot of praise at all. A lot of people are not liking this song.
Shocker, it's different.
Yeah, it's really to Halloween fans. It's not different at all. It sounds like As Long as I Fall a little bit, and there's another song very very familiar, but it's very just generic kind of rock song from them, and it's predictable because I figured usually they release a kind of generic song as their first single, and that's exactly what they did here. And I like it. I think it's a catchy, cool song. It sounds good, but there's gonna be better on the album for sure.
I
I
hope.
hope so. Yeah. I
I like
heard
it.
somebody already heard the album, said it's better than the last one, so we'll see.
I really like this. I really like the single actually. Um, it seems like Andy, the singer, has a knack for writing the
More poppy,
more
catchier
poppy,
songs.
catchy stuff. Yeah.
Well, he
So
came from Pink Cream 69, so that would make sense.
okay, I haven't heard that, but I like the music. I like the melodies. I mean, again, horrible lyrics, but like, what's there to complain about? I mean, it's just like it sounds like a really good, uplifting song. Halloween is great with those kind of things.
That's what they do best.
Yep.
What about you?
Yes, they are great with those kind of things, but I think they missed the mark on this one.
No, they did not. It sounds good. It sounds
But
good.
see, I'm of the demographic that loves the last Halloween album, to which Wayne does not belong in that demographic.
I actually
And
like the last Halloween album. It's
It's
great.
okay,
okay.
sorry,
Not
so we're in the
terrible.
same company. I personally think Sasha Gerstner, and I'm not saying this because I'm
I
biased,
was
because
just
I
gonna say
actually
you were
interviewed the
biased.
man.
Yeah.
Maybe I am biased, but I won't tell you. Um, very cool guy, very cool musician, very cool songwriter. I love his contributions to Halloween, and I think you know Waiki and Kai and uh not Roland, Marcus. Like they're up there in age, But again, I don't feel like Halloween is a band that's overstayed its welcome. I still think they write great material. That being said, I think if Sasha were to continue with the band, that of course he would be the next potential leader of that band. So I'm kind of hoping that the new material has more contributions from him, because I think he's done a lot of good for the band, and I like to see him do more. I'm not saying that, This Is Tokyo is a bad song. It's just, to me, like Wayne, you're wearing the Last Time shirt.
Yeah,
that was a great track.
No,
you don't like the song?
Not really.
See, I liked it.
It's actually generic, just like This Is Tokyo. It's almost the same thing.
What's generic about it? What's generic?
It's just generic, but it's not bad. Generic.
What, verse, chorus. Yeah, oh God, nothing... Wayne, that's like every song in history.
No,
yeah, so just... what?
I know.
But so this is why
Halloween...
Wayne.
Why are you jumping down my throat, everybody?
Is Halloween a prog band? No.
They've turned into a thrashy proggy type band.
Are you sure about that?
Wayne misses Walls of Jericho.
No, I miss
Chameleon.
Put him in the Walls of
Better
Jericho.
Than Raw.
Which one?
Better Than Raw.
Oh, better. That was your favorite Halloween album?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. All right. Mine's still Time of the Oath, but I don't know. I'm looking forward to what the rest of the album has to
it's
offer.
definitely going to be better than this song. But it's not a bad song. I like it.
I'm not disappointed at all. So.
James, what do you think?
Either. I expected.
I mean, I haven't listened to a lot of Halloween. Only the Halloween that Wayne's forced upon us. I liked it. I mean, yeah, it was nothing groundbreaking.
But you weren't on that series with us.
No, I wasn't. But I still listened.
Smart man.
Look, I participated even though I wasn't there.
Who was that? Well, Acevedo. Who was that guy that we had on?
I still talk to him.
Yeah, it was so funny him coming on the show, and we was just busting his balls the entire time.
Celio,
yes.
Celio. He wants to come on all the time too.
Like Wayne accused him of watching porn as we were doing a live YouTube.
Oh my God!
Wait, what?
Yeah, you thought he was watching some dirty X-rated stuff as we were doing the show.
Oh, I don't remember.
That's great.
Oh,
that's one way to get off.
Celio's good.
Thank you, Stan. But we did have a nice reconciliation of him and Timo Tolkki.
Yeah, that was a fun episode. Two people that could barely speak English. That was great. Kill Switch Engage, Blood Upon the Ashes. I'm not a Kill Switch Engage fan, and I'm still not after hearing this. It just does not do nothing for me.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
I'm sorry.
I
loved it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I don't know what it is.
I love it when ever since the Signal Fires came out, I've been loving how the direction of Kill Switch Engage has gone.
I think it's just that seeing the name Kill Switch Engage just turns me off. I don't know what it is.
And you've made Lou freeze.
No, I'm cool.
He's all right.
The Raiders building. Hold on, I'll be right back to this.
I'm not gonna go Super Saiyan.
Lou, handle it for me.
Will do. I'm not gonna go Super Saiyan mode on Wayne for not liking Kill Switch Engage. But this definitely sounds light years different than what their most recent output has been, and probably more akin to what they used to do back in the day, like at least in the first 10 years of their career. And I enjoyed it. I'm also kind of here. I admit I'm biased because of my history with Mike D'Antonio, their bass player, who I haven't kept in touch with since my college radio days. Although every time I've seen him at events, he's always been incredibly cordial and courteous to me. Just a great guy overall. Kill Switch is the band that I could have joined at 20, but I decided that it was more important for me to stay in New York at the time rather than pack up and move to Boston to join a band who just signed a Roadrunner. I wanted to finish college with my friends. So when the time came when I had no prospects and I asked them, is it too late for me to join? Well, it was, because they moved Adam from drums to guitar and they ended up getting Joe Gomez to be their drummer. So, that was probably like my only missed opportunity in life. But I don't regret my choice. But to see, that Killswitch still, in my opinion, releasing the same quality of material that they always have, makes me very happy to see that, and it makes me excited about what some of the other bands from that area, such as Shadows Fall, are going to do with their new material. And it also at the same time makes me miss bands like Diecast. And I don't know what the hell's going to happen on Earth, because, Ken left them for As I Lay Dying, and we know how that turned out. So,
swing and a miss.
Big miss.
I say I like Shadows Fall.
Shadows Fall's awesome. Guys. I mean, me and Lou have talked about us. Like, I immediately seeing Shadows Fall as the first opening act for Ozfest out of 3,
and that's not a bad thing.
No, it was awesome. I'm mad that it was at 9 o'clock in the morning. But
did you listen to this one, Stan?
No, sir, I did not.
I mean, I'm sorry you didn't, Stan, but I mean, I've enjoyed that Killswitch went this direction with the band and with the two singers, because I know Howard can't do it all anymore, and bringing back Adam and everything. I think that's a great. Yeah, I've been really enjoying it, but I'm also a Killswitch fan, so.
Don't you think it's more akin to like their older material rather than the later stuff they put out?
Yeah, that's just because they brought back the old singer, I get that feeling, but I also like how they blend it, like how they both have their, they'll play off of each other.
Yeah,
it feels like.
Fallujah, the Obsidian Architect.
Also, full album is out now. It just came out this week, so
yeah, it was kind of hard for me to find a song because it seemed like all the songs were on there.
Because it is.
I don't know. It's all right.
I mean, it's prog death metal, so this one's a little bit out there. Yeah, this one's out there. This one was a little bit. I was like, oh, let's see if you guys actually listen to it and see if you guys enjoy it.
What is about this band? I never even heard of these guys, so I guess give people some backstory if they want to check it out.
I mean, they're a prog death metal group. I mean, I've only heard a couple songs from them, so.
Oh, so you're not too familiar with them as well.
Yeah, I am not.
Is this their first album, or is this?
No.
They've been around for a while.
Yeah, they're from San Francisco. I'm literally looking up their. I'm Wikipediaing them right now. They've been around for a while. They've been around since 2007. So they have quite the. They have like 5 albums under their belt. I've heard them. They're mostly like very, they're kind of in the deathcore, going into more death. They're going more death than metalcore. Have the other bands have gone. So I enjoy it. They're technical. I enjoyed the
music's cool. It's just I don't know.
Personally, like I'm not really into that, like that really super heavy, aggressive stuff. It's just not for me.
It's not for everybody.
Yeah, it's not. It's just I don't know. It's super technical, super aggressive.
Yeah.
And it's just I don't know. I kind of prefer like more melody, more simple arrangements and everything. But
what about you? Meanwhile, the band geek in me is enjoying the all the complex riffs. So there's that. I enjoy that stuff, but I also enjoy Periphery. So
I mean, for me, it's the first song I've heard from them. Immediately upon hearing it, I thought, well, it's musically comparable to Periphery with the more harsher vocals. I would say, I don't know why I thought like, Gojira or Opeth almost. I don't know why I thought that, but I could appreciate the talent behind the musicianship. But this wasn't a song that I would have told someone to listened to for the first time ever to have made them a fan. That being said, I'm willing to give the rest of the album a try. I think, again, as you said, James, it spoke to the band geek in you. So kind of as me as well, but I'm hoping that the rest of the album is better. And again, thinking about what we spoke about in the beginning of the conversation, Sam, what you were saying about a lot of modern production. Yeah, it sounds like a modernly produced record. So, like I said, hopefully the songwriting on the rest of the album is better. I'll definitely give it a chance.
Very cool. What else we got next? Two more left. I'm not sure which one you picked though. Orbit Culture.
Yes.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, be right back. Give you a few seconds there on that.
What's the
one.
Track?
Orbit Culture, Death Above Life.
Yeah.
Be right back.
Yeah, I listened to it and it just wasn't my thing. It's just not something that resonates with me. Yeah.
I kind of did see what reaction I get out of Wayne from it. These are the ones where like I throw the curveball.
What is this?
Exactly.
I just, like I said in the chat, all those songs just sound all the same to me.
Yeah, they sound very angry and angry screaming into a mic.
Yeah, and I don't.
James, I hope you're doing okay, man.
Dude, I'm great.
Your playlist is worrying me.
He's actually he's a very happy person, which shocks me with this music that he listens to.
Yeah, I'm a very happy person. I let all the rage out in the music.
And yet he doesn't play any instruments.
Yes, I do.
Oh,
you do? What?
Yeah, I was a band geek all the way through high school.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I played horns. I was a baritone player, and then I started playing bass. I just didn't do it professionally like y'all do.
I wouldn't call what we do professional.
Oh, you make money. You make at least a moderate amount of money into it.
Make money? Where?
I'm trying here. Okay, work with me here.
Musicians make money.
There's some do, not all. Most don't. But no, I mean, I've played music my entire life. I just haven't done it lately.
I don't remember you saying that. Maybe you did.
Yeah, dude. I was a band geek. I was a band geek all the way through high school and middle school.
Interesting. I never did anything. I took up drums and I learned how to hold the sticks and I was done. And I went on my own.
Yeah, no, I did marching all the way through middle school into high school, and then military. I did a little bit with them, but I didn't want to be in the Air Force band, so I was like, no, I'm good. I actually got to focus on my career.
Interesting. What do you think, Lou?
I liked it.
Of course you did.
Yes.
I think I like the percussion. I like the tone of the guitar, and I'm a fan of this vocal style. In fact, I may pick up a similar vocal style for Severed Angel. When? You'll have to wait and find out. But I liked it.
James might like that song.
Yeah, I like that song. I actually like your guys' music. So I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
You heard the new one?
I have not. I need to get back on.
You might like it. I think you might like that one.
It's not Iron Maiden, so you will like it.
Exactly. And remember, my biggest gripe on Iron Maiden is just that they used technical riffs to keep beat, which was just pedantic to me.
Wait, using technical riffs to keep beats?
Yeah, to keep the time. Like they used like all those riffs to like keep it, like it felt like they were just doing it to keep time.
I don't even know what that means.
Okay.
In any case, James, the criticism of Iron Maiden will not be tolerated here.
Please
get ready for it because it's
no.
gonna happen. Listen. I have a classic riff on that one. All right, double cheeseburger, freaking extra mustard, freaking hold the pickles, motherfucker.
Says the man who won't let me talk smack about Sammy Hagar.
That definitely will not be tolerated.
Oh fuck!
In my presence.
The only thing that he did good was a freaking moderate commercial tequila.
Yeah, people do like that.
I did like that tequila.
Exactly. I'm just being nice about it.
But then he switched to rum, and I stopped drinking rum because
it's not Blue Chair. I mean, it's not as offensive as Blue Chair Bay is.
What's Blue Chair Bay?
It's the other Sammy Hagar type musician that does alcohol.
Oh, Kenny Chesney.
It is the fucking Kenny Chesney. Fuck the Kenny Chesney.
Kenny Chesney.
Pop.
Aktui.
Morgan one, number one. Kenny Chesney, Hakatui. Both from the same area, which is the weirdest thing.
Dolly Parton, number one.
Dolly Parton is goddess.
All right, last
Dolly Parton, number two, too. Anyway, I'm sorry.
Let's finish this. Let's get over this. Primal Fear. They have 2 songs out. I don't know which one is the newest one. The Hunter and Far Away.
They're both good.
They're both very good. They're both typical Primal Fear sounding songs. Far Away is awesome. Very cool chorus.
Dude, this is another one of those bands who writes the same fucking
song over and
all
over
the time, but somehow they're writing they're good. They're actually good fucking songs. And they're both really catchy, have memorable melodies. They have a new guitar player.
And a new bass player, I think, right?
And a new bass player too.
Matt Sinner's no longer in the band.
I don't think so. There's 2 new people in the band. Maybe it's a drummer and a guitar player.
Anyway, they sound great. So, I actually been listening to these songs quite a few times, since they came out. So, I really dig this stuff.
That's a bit of a mind-blowing statement that you made, because of the 2 songs, I've heard The Hunter. I like The Hunter the most.
I like both of them. And I'm also surprised that Ralph Sheeper still sounds so fucking good.
The guys, you see what the guy looks like. I mean,
he's jacked. He's like,
he's in good shape.
What does that have to do with his voice, though?
Because he keeps himself in shape.
It's a muscle.
Well, that's true too.
Yeah. But the thing about that track, The Hunter, it reminded me of City of Heroes from Kiski Somerville. So I totally got Matt Sinner vibes from that track. For you to say that he's not in the band anymore,
he is still in the band.
I was shocked.
I saw something that I think he had like surgery or some kind of health thing. So I didn't think he was still in the band, but he actually is still in the band. He's just not playing live shows with the band.
Oh, I see. Okay, so he's still involved with them.
He's still involved with
he can still write the music.
Then that makes more sense. Well, I mean, I don't know if he stepped away from the band. Was kind of what
I thought he did, because I haven't seen him in anything, because they got a new guitar player, Thalia, that's that girl, and a new drummer, Andre.
Oh yeah, that's true. They do have a female guitar player now.
Yeah.
But it was The Hunter was a killer track. Loved it.
Yeah, it's good stuff. I really, really enjoy it. And I've been a fan of them since the beginning, because I was a fan of Gamma Ray, and I always liked Ralph Sheeper's vocals, and so I followed him. And they just got too samey after a while, and I just kind of forgot about them a little bit. I still bought the albums, but I listened to them once, and that was about it, because they're long. But I'll probably be getting back into it now, because I really do like these songs. Now, what does James think of this? Because this is stuff James I know hates. So what do you think of it?
Actually, I didn't. I was listening to The Hunter. I mean, I was like, oh, it's what Wayne likes. Not offensive. Not a big fan of it. It's not for me, dog. But I mean, it wasn't terrible. It wasn't offensive.
It's heavy, right? The music's heavy.
I mean, the music's heavy. I mean, the riff was good. But I mean, it's just something about that type of the type of metal. It's just not. It's not metal to me, dog. It just doesn't
appeal to you.
It's not for me, dog.
You're not from that generation where metal.
It's too much testosterone. That's the problem.
No, it's not enough testosterone. Is my problem.
It's funny though that you mentioned that. It sounds like other Primal Fear stuff. I guess you could say the same about Bullet for My Valentine, because they're no, you know why? Because their track "Scream, Aim, and Fire" is literally the same riff is lifted from Primal Fear's track Evil Spell. And there was like a 3 to 4 year separation between the two, with Primal Fear's coming out first. I was just like, oh my God, Bullet for My Valentine, who was another band that I liked a lot, back in the 2000s. Still like them, but more a fan of their older stuff. But total Primal Fear worship on that track.
They also have a song that's the same exact sounding song as, I think it's Nickelback. It was the opening to one of the Raw wrestling WWE Raw theme songs, and it's the same exact song.
Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
dun.
Yeah, it has to be that. Wow, are you serious? Primal Fear ripped off Nickelback of all bands
and Volbeat.
Yeah, but think about it. Like riffs like
Listen,
that.
listen. You respect the back in here, okay?
Riffs like that are just there's hundreds of them like that. They're easy to write. It's just it's kind of, I mean, it's always going to sound like something else. I mean, dun, 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 dun. Like there's 100 riffs like that. Who cares?
I make it a point to never repeat myself.
Yeah.
So if I put in that effort, I expect the same from y'all.
That's right.
All right.
Really
Lou has higher standards for you than anybody else does.
That's right.
If Lou can do it, you can do it.
And if I can do it, anyone can do it.
I wanted to mention, two songs, briefly.
Oh yes. Go ahead. Sorry,
I heard the new song from the Hives, Paint a Picture.
Yo, that stuff was awesome.
We're going back to Sweden, James. We just keep somehow circling back to Sweden.
There really is nothing. There's no bad music from Sweden, really.
There's no bad music, and there are no bad women in Sweden either.
I mean,
anyway,
I was a treasure.
But what I really like about the Hives is that they're like a straight, no nonsense, get to the point kind of rock band. Like that's how their songs are. They're just total earworms. 2-3 minute songs. They say exactly what they want to say, and they're always catchy. They're always memorable.
And they hate to say they told you so.
But they hate to say they told you. The last album is fantastic. I fucking love that album. It's actually the best album that they've done, in my opinion.
Do you think it's because they changed the bass player?
Dude, does anyone notice if the bass player is gone?
Yes, because no other bass player makes a blowfish face the way that one did. When he was playing.
Mr.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Was great. Yeah,
that's right. That's right. No, but seriously though, that album is the same thing. Like every song was just like catchy, memorable. It's awesome. So I hope this new album, follows that same pattern. And the other thing I wanted to mention was this. Apparently there's this doom band from Brooklyn called Castle Rat, and I just stumbled upon this shortly before I told Wayne about it, and they have a new single called Wizard, and it sounds awesome. It's just classic traditional Sabbath-y worship doom. I'm just surprised, like something like with female vocals. I'm just surprised that there's something like this in Brooklyn.
That's a different story.
And that's
I recognize the name.
And their whole aesthetic is like Conan the Barbarian.
I'm watching the video right now.
Yeah, it's really interesting, and
very retro throwback.
Very retro.
Wayne, take your hand out of your pants.
I'm itching my leg.
Okay,
sure you are.
I am. Sure. I got bit by 3 ticks. I did.
That's not a tick. That's not a tick you're itching at now. I get it.
If you want me to show you what I'm itching, do you want to see?
No, thank you. It's a family show.
It's 10 o'clock. Do you know?
All right, so
it's 10 o'clock where you guys are at. It's 9 o'clock here.
All right, yeah. So if you like doom metal, if you like that Sabbath-y sound, check out Castle Rat. So.
Would you compare it to Lucifer, another band out of Sweden?
Yes, I would. I just listened to it.
Yeah, something like that.
The Swedes have good stuff. And yes, I after listening to it religiously, I love Skeletor from Ghost.
It's about time.
Yes,
stop listening to it. It's that good.
It's okay.
Yeah, I mean it's really catchy. The songs have really grown on me.
You will too.
Except that one. Nothing will top Respite on the Spitalfields for an album closer for me.
I actually like that song, Excelsius. That's what it's called?
Excelsius.
Yeah. I actually really like it. It's a really cool tune. It goes somehow always, writes like they managed to write like really good album closers.
Except for the
the album closer on this one is probably the one song that I skip over.
Right.
But
Well,
maybe that's just because I love the rest of the album so much. So,
all right, fair enough.
That's good. Anything else?
Yes, buy the new Severed Angel album.
Oh yeah, that's
yeah, good job, yeah.
Yeah, buy that. severedangel.com or severedangel.bandcamp.com or rocksrecords.com. Did anybody buy anything or get anything, new albums or anything lately?
No, I haven't.
No, I have not. But this past weekend, I went to see the comedian Dimitri Martin
How
with
was it?
Severed Angels singer Alex Rapetti, and it was fucking hilarious. The whole I love that guy's like deadpan style, like the Mitch Hedberg ish kind of like jokes and stuff. He's pretty funny, and yeah, it was a really fun time, and we had great seats and everything. So it was a great time. It was had by all. So yeah. As far as buying anything, I don't have anything. I think I ordered the new album from the Night Flight Orchestra, Give Us the Moon, but it hasn't come yet. So that's the only purchase I made recently.
I got a couple things. Plasmatics, New Hope for the Wretched.
Cool.
Very cheap. I think this one was $12 on Amazon. I don't know why Amazon's having like these crazy sales on records. This I got over. Oh, maybe. Twisted Sister. This is Bad Boys of Rock and Roll with Ladies Boy. I got this from King Valley.
Lady Boys?
Ladies Boy. I never heard of that song, so I'm gonna have to check that out. I don't know. And Uriah Heep, Fallen Angel. Another.
So does this make your Uriah?
What?
There was a joke there that got frozen halfway through. That was a banger of a joke there that just got froze.
That's great timing too.
It was great timing.
Look at him. He looks so peaceful.
Yeah, he looks so mad. I saw so I was in outside of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and I went to this little farmer's market and outside of Grantville, PA, and I saw a bunch of great 80s albums, and I couldn't bring any of them because I couldn't pack bringing them on an airplane would be like the worst thing to do for vinyl.
Yeah.
So I had to leave them there.
Did I? No, I didn't get any when I was in Tennessee. I don't think I got any records.
No, there's really no good record shops. There's no record shops where anywhere close. I could have told you one, but it's in Knoxville.
No, but I did go to a flea market.
Oh yeah, you went to. There's a flea market down there. There's no good records.
Nice one
there.
too. It's a big flea market.
Yeah, it's a large one right there off the side of the interstate.
I might have bought CDs. I don't think I bought records. But what were you saying, Lou, when I showed the Uriah Heep?
I was asking if this completed your Uriah Heep collection.
No, not even close. There's so many Uriah Heep albums. It's insane.
I mean, only the stuff in the 70s is actually really worth listening to, right?
Yeah. I mean, probably, most likely. But I got a lot of their stuff on record. That's like the only Uriah Heep CD I own. And this came out the other day. I only listened to the actual album,
my God.
But I got the Load box set. And
how dare you show this load on screen?
This thing is freaking heavy. I think this is like
a heavy load.
Heaviest one. Yeah, it is a heavy load. But
why couldn't they do the same thing for Reload or something? I
think no one cares about Reload.
No one cares about Reload.
This is Load. The next one's gonna be Reload. They'll do that one too.
They could have simply packaged them both and called it Unload or something.
No, because that box set would have been $6,000,
and that would have been called Wide Load.
Wait, how much did this one cost?
Actually, I found it very cheap. $220.
$220.
Regularly, it's $280 or more than that.
Damn.
And people wonder why I stream music.
Yeah.
Well, that's got a lot of shit in there, though.
There's tons of stuff. I'm not gonna go through it, but there's
I get it. I get it, but still too much.
A lot of stuff in there. DVDs.
Yeah, no. The one big development is that Amanda is now a huge Primus fan ever since going to Sasanta. She went there for a Perfect Circle, but left a Primus fan. God bless it, this cat.
But Load's a good album. I like Load, so I'm happy with my purchase.
And listening to that album for you to poop on.
No, I listened to it the other day, and it just brought back memories. I was like, God damn it, this is when I hated Metallica. I was like, this album sucks, but it's actually pretty good. I do like it.
I break Lars' neck like a chicken.
Anyway, I like Load.
All right, so
I wasn't a hater of the album.
I like Load too, yeah, and we actually had this discussion before, right?
Yeah, like a few weeks ago. Right when they announced it was coming out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I always thought that they should have just combined some of the songs from Load and some of the songs from Reload.
They could have made one
great album. It made actually one good album.
Yes. Right.
Yeah.
They could.
But they decided to release 2 to get more money out of it. And because CDs went to 80 minutes long, they figure, oh, we'll just put a bunch of crap on this and the fans will buy it.
So they'll have a Reload box
just like they charge like $400 for freaking nosebleeds at Nissan Stadium for a show. Yes.
Is that really like Metallica charging it, or is it just like scalpers reselling tickets? Like, what's the deal?
I don't. That was off Ticketmaster, so it couldn't have been scalpers.
God damn.
I mean, when I saw them at MetLife Stadium, I only went to the Friday show. My ticket was only $150.
Was that for good seats?
No, it's nosebleeds, but I mean, it's MetLife Stadium, so there's really no such thing as a bad seat, especially when they're playing in the round.
All right.
I forgot there was one more song.
There was. You're forgetting the best one out of this whole group. This is the one I actually really enjoyed.
Really? Why didn't you say something before? Dragon Force Burning Heart, featuring Alyssa, what's her name? Alyssa Goals?
Alyssa White Gloss.
Yes. It's good. You like Dragon Force, you like this song because it sounds like every other Dragon Force song, but it's good. Her vocals fit really well with this.
Yes, that's what it was. That's what threw me off. I'm like, this is going to be weird because, like, I'm waiting for the the high pitched singing, the tight pants singing that Dragon Force does with the crazy guitars. And then next thing you know, here comes freaking, she starts singing first, which was weird for me because, like, I'm used to her not hearing her sing.
Right, and she's got a really good singing voice.
She's a great singing voice. She's had a great singing voice. Other Canadian bands.
I think she was singing and screaming when she was in The Agonist.
Yes,
and then when she switched to Arch Enemy, it was strict death metal vocals.
She needs to do more.
Yes, those Swedes, those Germans and Swedes do that.
But she's got a good singing voice, so it's good.
I have to admit, I haven't enjoyed a Dragon Force song this much since their collaboration with Baby Metal, Road to Resistance. So
I never even heard that.
What?
It's so good.
I love that track.
How long? When was that?
That was their first album. That was first Baby Metal album.
That was like 2016, 2017.
Yeah. That was their first album.
Never heard of it.
Yeah.
I mean, like my first exposure to that was Gimme Chocolate. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then I heard Road to Resistance. I'm like, okay, all is forgiven.
Actually, mine was Doki Doki Morning was the second song I heard.
God.
And then Road to Resistance. I was like, oh crap, she actually can sing.
It's terrible. I liked them for about a minute. What?
Did any of you ever hear of a band called Wind Rose?
Yes. I dig holes. All right. Yes, we have dwarves and we dig holes.
What is with that fucking song? I stumbled on that song on YouTube.
It's a Minecraft
I'm digging holes.
Yes, there's multiple things. It's just sci-fi. It's just fantasy. But yes, it's you got Black Rock open, or excuse me, so there's a few games that are just dwarves digging holes in ground.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
do you have to be like a certain height to be in that band? Because I might.
Yes, they're all short. They're all extremely short people.
All right.
They are dwarves.
There's hope for me. Anyway.
All right.
I think they also play up into like the Warhammer Age of Sigmaris cosplay with the band. So,
dude, all that shit is like just French to me. I don't know what the fuck you just said, but whatever.
Massive nerd sheet. Massive nerd sheet. Massive nerd sheet.
Right. Just give me the music. I don't give a fuck about all this other shit.
So I remember there was a band that James was talking about when he was talking about the Eurovision contest. Lord of the Lost, I think they were called.
Yes.
They were wearing red leather on that.
Yeah.
So like I actually heard their cover of Somewhere Only We Know by Kane, and I actually enjoyed it. So
That was the Germany band last year, I think.
Yeah. And I actually listened to like some of their other tracks and I pretty much dug it. And I don't know,
Eurovision bringing us together.
I actually had to go back and watch that episode where James brought them up and what he referred to them as, which I will not repeat. But
oh no, do it. Come on, make me embarrassed.
Yeah, exactly. But
look that
it belonged in the Pyramid Club circa 1988. That's what.
Look, it was very gay. All right, if I remember correctly, it was extremely gay. Well, it's not as gay as the Spanish one, but it was very gay.
But apparently now they're doing their first United States tour.
See?
They're and they're actually bringing the Birthday Massacre out with them, Wayne.
Enough with the Birthday Massacre, bro.
And on top of that, Dragon Force, I found out is actually coming 10 minutes near my house.
Yeah, where?
September. Mulcahy's.
Really?
Yeah.
Mulcahy's. Dragon Force. Sure, it's not a tribute band.
I kid you not. It's Dragon.
Is that one of those places where like you can only hold like 150 people?
Yes. No. If it's about 2,000.
They're not gonna lock the doors, right?
But the problem is, no, they're not gonna lock the doors. But the problem is, as soon as the rock band ends, they shoo them off stage and they bring the DJ on, and then it becomes your typical South Shore Guido Long Island club. How do I know this? Because apparently, Life of Agony got like gong showed caned off the stage after their set was over to bring on DJ. What's his name? I don't know. Scratch and Sniff, we'll call him.
Out of all the places they could have played, they play there. That's weird.
There's no other places on. Well, I mean, you have the Paramount, but I think the Paramount, in terms of size, is bigger than Mulcahy's. So
I think they could have.
I apologize for all the people outside of the New York, New Jersey area that would understand this conversation.
Yeah, I don't. Anyway, but Wayne, if you want to go check it out, I'll go with you. I just hope I get employed by
when
then.
Is this?
September 14th, I think.
All right, remind me. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
All right.
Because the last time I saw them was Ozfest 2006 on the main stage, and I thought they were amazing.
I'll probably go with you guys.
We didn't ask you.
Well, you could, because guess what?
Wait, I'm gonna fuck you up, seriously.
Stan, the railroad is literally across the street from Mulcahy's.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's good. If I have no life, in September, I'll go.
Good.
Okay. So we'll know in July.
I'll 100% tell you guys I will not be there because that is a far ass drive.
That's a bit of a ride for you.
Yeah. I'm freaking, especially I got to deal with Nashville traffic now. Forget that.
But
and a swamp.
But you'll go chase Marty Jannetty down with Eric Adams though any day, won't you?
Listen, I can't tell you half the stories that we did in that Georgia freaking wrestling conference. Okay. But I had Paul Bearer yell at us, "God damn it, boys! Why can't you be serious for 5 fucking seconds?"
All right. I think it's time to go.
Oh yeah.
It was good times. Stealing carrying. It was good times.
Yes, it was good times. Thanks for watching. We'll be back next week. Hit subscribe, and we'll see you later. Bye.
До свидания.